A very good morning. Myself, Virendra Kumar Maurya, Associate Professor, Department of Electrical Engineering, School of Engineering, Babu Banarsi Das University, Lucknow. I welcome all of you in this video lecture. Please see on the board. See the AC circuits. This one is the AC source. Its equation is V is equal to V maximum sin omega t, and the component is R resistance, which is connected across the AC source. This component may be an inductor, may be a capacitor, or the combination of these, right? V is the instantaneous value of the voltage, Vm is the maximum value of the voltage, omega is angular frequency, and t is time. Now the definition: a closed path followed by an alternating current is called AC circuit. See different types of AC circuits: purely resistive circuit, purely inductive circuit, purely capacitive circuit, combination of L and R, combination of C and R, and combination of LCR. Now see the first one, that is AC circuit containing resistance only. Now see the first one, that is AC circuit containing resistance only. First of all, circuit. This one is a resistance which is connected across the AC source, right? What is the equation? That is V is equal to V maximum sin omega t. Okay, V is equal to V maximum sin omega t. If we divide it with R, it becomes V divided by R equal to V maximum divided by R into sin omega t, and it become I equal to I maximum sin omega t, right? So in the case of the AC circuit containing resistance only, the equations are V equal to Vm sin omega t and I equal to I maximum sin omega t, right? See these two equations very carefully and find regarding the phase difference between voltage and current, and it is 0 degree, right? Okay, now see about the power. We know that power P equal to B into I, that is V maximum sin omega t into I maximum sin omega t. It is V maximum I maximum sin square omega t. It is V maximum I maximum in bracket 1 minus cos 2 omega t divided by 2, right? This is the value of sin square omega t. After that it is Vm Im divided by 2 minus Vm Im cos 2 omega t divided by 2. For one complete cycle, the average value of this portion is 0. So the average power is given by Vrms into IRMS. It is nothing but average power. Divide this 2 as a root 2, then it become Bm divided by root 2, Im divided by root 2. Bm divided by root 2 is Vrms, Im divided by root 2 is Irms. So this one is the formula for the power, that is P equal to Vrms into Irms, right? This one is circuit. These are the equations. Phase difference 0. This one is the formula for the power. Now see the waveforms of voltage, current and power. This one is the horizontal axis. Omega t is here, and on the vertical axis say it is voltage, right? Equation of the voltage is V equal to B maximum sin omega t, which is sinusoidal in nature. So this one is the waveform for the voltage, right? And in case of the current, it is also sinusoidal, having zero phase difference with the voltage. So this one is the waveform for the current, right? Multiplication of these two is known as power. This one is the current, this one is the voltage. So this is the waveform for the power. Here these two are in negative side, but the multiplication of these two, once again it is positive. Once again it is like this. So this be the equation, this be the waveform of power. So on the y-axis, voltage, current and power, right? So this is all about the circuit containing resistance only, right? This one is the circuit, equations, phase difference, formula of the power, and these are the waveforms. Right? Now the circuit containing inductance only. This is known as inductance. L, which is connected with the source, AC source, right? What is the equation of the voltage? V equal to V maximum sin omega t, right? When the current is provided by this source, that is I, through the inductor, then a back EMF is induced. Back EMF having the value minus L di upon dt. A back EMF is induced due to the inductance of the coil, right? Okay, now see, this voltage plus back EMF equal to 0. Voltage plus back EMF plus back EMF equal to 0, right? So it is V maximum sin omega t minus L di upon dt equal to 0. That's why Bm sin omega t equal to L di upon dt, which is nothing but di is equal to V maximum divided by L into sin omega t into dt. Now integrate. It become I equal to Bm divided by L. Integration of sin omega t is minus cos omega t into 1 upon omega. So omega is here. It is I maximum into sin omega t
minus pi by 2. So the equation of the current in purely inductive circuit is I equal to I maximum sine omega t minus pi by 2. Right? Okay. See these two equations very carefully. Yes, what is the phase difference? Phi is equal to 90 degree. Now for the phasor, see these two equations very carefully. This one is the voltage and current lags behind by an angle of 90 degree. Current lags behind by an angle of 90 degree. So this is phasor, right? Now see Im, which is nothing but B maximum divided by omega L, which is nothing but B maximum divided by XL. It means that XL is equal to omega L. Omega is nothing but 2 pi F into L, and XL once again proportional to the frequency. So this is the formula for XL. Now what is XL? XL is inductive reactance. L is the inductance. F is the frequency of the AC source. Now see regarding the power in purely inductive circuit. Power P equal to B into I. This power P is the instantaneous power. Okay. Now put the value, that is the B maximum into sine omega t into I maximum into sine omega t minus pi by 2. It become minus Bm Im sine omega t into cos omega t, right? Which is nothing but minus Bm Im divided by 2 into sine 2 omega t, right? Now the average power for one cycle. Right, average power for one cycle. Integrating this part, that is P average is equal to integrating minus B maximum I maximum divided by 2 into sine 2 omega t, right? Average, it means 1 upon 2 pi, and we are integrating it from 0 to 2 pi, and found that the average power is 0, right? This expression is a sinusoidal expression having the angular frequency 2 omega. It is a sinusoidal, so it has half part in positive and half part in negative. That's why the average value is 0. P average is equal to 0. These are the points when circuit containing L only. This one is the diagram. These are the equations. This one is the phase angle. This one is the phasor, and the average power consumption is 0. See the waveforms very carefully. On the x-axis there is omega t, and at the y-axis there is voltage. Right? Now V is equal to Bm sin omega t. It is a sinusoidal wave. This one is the sinusoidal wave for the voltage V. And current is lags behind by an angle of 90 degree. Lags behind by an angle of 90 degree. This one is a 0. This one is pi by 2. It's pi. It's 2 pi. So it's lags behind. So it is something like this. So this is all about the waveform of the current. Now after that, power. Power is nothing but multiplication of voltage and current. See, at this part, from this to this part, voltage is in positive. Volt one is the current, so it is current I. Now see the power in the same graph, power P. Okay, power is nothing but the multiplication of voltage and current. Current is the negative part over here. See this part, right? In this part, current is negative and voltage is positive. So the multiplication of these two is negative. So this will be the waveform for the power, which is shown by the dotted portion. And this one is positive. Voltage is also positive. So power is here, which is the positive part. This one is the once again this. This is the waveform for the power, right? See, in the case of the power, here the power is negative and here the power is positive. So the average power is 0. That's why the average power is 0, right? Here one thing, current lags behind to the voltage by an angle of 90 degree. So see the overall purely inductive circuit diagram, equations, phase angle, phasor diagram, average power and waveforms. AC circuit. Containing capacitor only. Here, first of all, circuit. This one is the AC source having voltage V is equal to V maximum sin omega t. And this one is a capacitor which is connected across the voltage source, right? Okay, when an alternating voltage source is applied across the plates of the capacitor, then capacitor is charged in one direction and then in other direction as per the voltage reverses, and an alternating current is set up in the circuit. Circuit current I is equal to dq divided by dt. That is equal to dq. Q is nothing but C into V divided by dt, right? And the formula of the voltage, that is V maximum into sin omega t. So in the place of this we can put it become V maximum into d sin omega t divided by dt. What will happen? I is equal to V maximum into C, and the differentiation of sin omega t with respect to t is cos omega t into omega. It becomes C omega V maximum into sin omega t plus pi by 2.
right? And this portion, that is B maximum, C and omega, this portion is I maximum. So current I is equal to I maximum sine omega t plus pi by 2, right? So the value of the current I is equal to I maximum sine omega t plus pi by 2. Now see these two equations very carefully. Here current I leads to voltage by an angle of 90 degree. It means that phase angle phi is equal to pi by 2, right? Now the phasor, if this one is the voltage and current leads to voltage by an angle of 90 degree, right? Now see regarding I maximum, that is C omega into V maximum. V maximum divided by I maximum, it is 1 upon omega C, right? This one is nothing but XC. So XC is equal to 1 upon omega C, that is 1 upon 2 pi FC, right? This is the formula for the capacitive reactance, and capacitive reactance XC is proportional to 1 upon frequency, right? See, XC is known as the capacitive reactance, C is capacitance of the capacitor, omega is the angular frequency, and it is clear by this formula that is XC is proportional to 1 upon frequency of the source, frequency of the AC source. The instantaneous power P is equal to B into I, that is V maximum sine omega t into I maximum sine omega t plus pi by 2, right? It become V maximum I maximum divided by 2 into sine omega t into cos omega t into 2, right? It become sine 2 omega t into V maximum I maximum divided by 2 equal to instantaneous power. Now I am going to calculate average power for one cycle. Average power for one cycle, that is 1 upon 2 pi integration 0 to 2 pi B maximum I maximum divided by 2 into sine 2 omega t, right? This one is the sinusoidal wave having frequency 2 omega. So the average power during one complete cycle is 0. P average is equal to 0. Here P average equal to 0. Now see the waveform of voltage, current and power. This one is the axis on which omega t, this one is the y-axis, here this one is voltage. The equation of the voltage is V is equal to Vm sin omega t. It's a sinusoidal wave, right? This one is the voltage V. Now the current leads to voltage by an angle of 90 degree. It is 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi. This one is pi by 2. Current leads to by an angle of pi by 2. This is the waveform for the current, right? And power is nothing but multiplication of voltage and current. Here both voltage and current lies in the positive region. So the waveform for the power is like this. This one current is negative and voltage is positive. Once again, this one is the power, right? This is the waveform for power. See the waveform of the power very carefully. This half portion of the power lies in positive part and this portion in negative part. So the average power is 0. Now see AC circuit containing capacitance only overall. This one is the circuit diagram. These are the equations: voltage and current. Phase angle is pi by 2. Average power is 0. This one is phasor. In phasor it is clear that current leads to voltage by an angle of 90 degree. And this is all about the three waveforms of voltage, current and power.